Welcome to the People Connect podcast. Your network is your net worth. Are you ready to take your life to the next level? Be prepared to leap out of your comfort zone and connect with the who's who of what you want to do. Stop, drop, and roll as we start, market, and grow the CEO of you and your host, Nichelle Womack. She will help you engage, reinvent, motivate, and reactivate your plans for success.
Welcome to the People Connect podcast. I'm Nichelle Womack, your host. I thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be with us today. I'm so excited to have our guest, Miss Attorney Andrea Evans. Did I get it right? Awesome to hear to share with you guys about patent law. And as you know, we talk about business all the time at the People Connect podcast, what we can do to enhance your lives, your business, to help you start, market, and grow into the CEO of you. And if you have a product, a service, even a brand that you want to patent, today is your day, because she's going to lay down everything you need to know about protecting your assets, your business, trademarks, your copyrights. She's going to share that with you today, some nuggets. So make sure you have your pens and your paper and you are ready to take notes and listen. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Motor Club of America. For as low as $9.99 a month, you can go to bit.ly roadside info and get this service. They have unlimited towing. So feel free to go to bit.ly /roadside info and learn more about Motor Club of America and all of the benefits and assets that they have available for you. So let me read Attorney Evans' bio. I was very impressed with reading it because this lady got some experience here. So I'm very blessed and honored to have her here today. Let's go ahead and talk about who she is. She is a former patent examiner at the United States Patent and Trademark Office. She's a former trademark examining attorney at the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Her education with her JD, the George Washington Law School of Washington, D.C. She has a Bachelor of Civil Engineering from the Georgia Institute of Technology in Atlanta, Georgia. She also has a Bachelor's of Science in Mathematics from Spelman College. Oh my God. Now see, that's what I didn't see that because I'm a CAU grad. So we're from the same AUC center here. Her bar memberships, Texas State Bar. She's United States Patent at the Trademark Office there as well. And the United States Supreme Court Bar. My God, her awards are just astounding here. 2011 Nation's Best Advocate for Impact of NBA. 2014 White House STEM. Oh, I love STEM, Champion of Change. Today, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Attorney Andrea Evans. Thank you so much for being here. How are you?
I am wonderful, and thank you so much for extending this invitation for me to be here, because any opportunity I have to talk about intellectual property, I take advantage of it. So thank you.
Yes, I love that too, because the opportunity is free. People don't never understand that when you get an opportunity, you never know how it can expand your life in any area. So I appreciate you accepting and being a part of this opportunity here. So, Attorney Evans, if you can literally, I talk about business as a business consultant. I talk about it all the time, but you have a really clear message that I want to bring to the audience. People that are interested in starting a business, people that already have a business, they have a product or service. Tell us what intellectual law is and how you practice it.
Sure. So I am an intellectual property attorney, as you stated, and thank you again for that wonderful introduction. Property is divided into three parts: patents, trademarks, and copyrights. So we want to be clear that you patent inventions, trademark your brands or the names of those inventions, and copyright written material. So the first point that I want to make here during this interview is to make sure that people are clear about the different types of intellectual property and what they protect. And in my firm, I'm proud to say that for the past 10 years, I've represented clients of all sizes, helping them to protect and enforce their intellectual property.
Okay, so when you say intellectual property, I mean, can you get a little bit more specific for people that are just interested? Because I work with first-time business entrepreneurs, and then I work with some that are established, but they still don't understand the capacity of what intellectual property contains. Can you please elaborate on that?
Well, it's divided into three parts. So that's what I was saying, patents, trademarks, and copyright. So there are three types. So patents and trademarks are protected at the United States Patent and Trademark Office, and your copyrights are protected at the Library of Congress. So I'm not sure what type of viewers you have. If you have inventors watching, then they definitely need to talk about getting their patents protected to protect those inventions. And then every entrepreneur, Nichelle, has some type of intellectual property. So you have artists that may have their artwork that needs to be protected with the copyright. People now have this whole T-shirt craze where they're making all these T-shirts. So you may have a brand. So if you provide a product or a service to others, I'm sure you have some brand that you would need to protect. So what I do is help to patent inventions and help to protect your trademarks and to help protect and enforce all of your intellectual property.
And that is so key. So often what we find, I know I speak to a lot of entrepreneurs before they even go into business, they don't even do a research of the name. And sometimes you find it's already patented by someone else, copyrighted by someone else, and then they have to restructure their business from the beginning. So how important is it for them to do that research in advance? And then once they do it, what point should they come to speak to an attorney like yourself?
Sure. So that is a great question, because if anyone has ever heard me speak, the most important thing you can do is to conduct research before you trademark anything or before you even file a patent application. And the research is key because, like you said, it can save you thousands of dollars. Because let's say you have an invention or you think you have an invention that's patentable. As you know, a lot of people have great ideas, but unfortunately, they just don't have something that's proprietary that could be protected with the patent. So I definitely today want to talk about what's required to get a patent. And the same thing with the trademark.